We're in the village of Fornham St Martin, and this is the church of St Martin, and it's on a very busy road, and it's next to a pub. That's really handy. Well, let's have a look. It says that the church is open. Let's have a look at the notice board. So here we are, Fornham St Martin. This is a very formal churchyard by the look of it. Let's have a look. We're open for business. And the first thing we see is a massive monument. So this is to the memory of the people that are listed here, who gave their lives for king and country in the Great War 1914-1919. They did their duty. And that's a beautiful monument in a fabulous position. Very well kept. A nice bench next to it. This is an amazing piece of gardening here. We've got the wire around here to keep the shrub or tree in. It's a nice tarmac path to the porch of the church. A very big tower, quite wide. The porch is brick, obviously another Victorian addition, whereas the rest of the church is flint. It's got the sort of checkerboard effect on the bottom of it again that some of these churches have, made with flint. More graves under the tree. A beautiful shady spot. There again we've got a headstone here which has got a tree growing up right next to it. Who is this? Let's have a look.
Mary, widow of Robert Cutting, who died October the 22nd, 1859, aged 66 years.
Well, it's 150 years ago.
And there's Robert Cutting.
Oh, that's the husband?
Yeah. Robert Cutting, who died April the 1st, 1845, in the 49th year of his age.
Not very old.
And Arthur, his son, died 3 years.
Ah. See, another sad story which
Same month, same year.
we won't know about the history of it. The view here is beautiful. I mean, we've a lovely bench there, in the shade of the tree, and the light from the sun is coming through on the grass and the gravestones, and beautiful brick wall there. And it's very quiet. We still can hear the road, but it's lovely. Got some newer, more recent graves at the side. Looks like a secondary graveyard at the back. The other side of an old flint wall. The back of the church looks beautiful. Big door at the back. Beautiful window. Smaller one and then a larger one. It's an impressive tower. So we can walk down this little grass path. Oh dear. Unfortunately there's 2 wheelie bins which we have to have. Little notice here. If it wasn't for the wheelie bins, we could drift away in our mind and think we were still in some Victorian era, because I doubt whether these churchyards have changed much, except that all these gravestones here would have been pristine and clean. Obviously now most of them have moss and things growing on them and become neglected, like this one. Sad. People cared for them greatly once upon a time. So we've got a good view of the back of the church here. See there again, I wonder whether that piece there was added on at a later date, or even was that an original church perhaps, and this was built. I don't know. This little churchyard's lovely. So it's got a hedge at the back and a flint wall there. Let's have a look inside the church. The grass is very rich. It's not muddy at all. Got a metal bin. You don't see many of those now. I'll just have a look to the side of the church, because the graveyard, this side, is quite extensive. Somebody's been busy cutting all these trees off. Now this is impressive. What have we got here? In loving memory of Henry Everett Underwood, who died on the 7th of February 1919, aged 79. And this is quite a full graveyard. Now this was somebody who was knighted. In loving memory of Elizabeth, the devoted wife of Sir William Gilstrap, Baronet. He was born in 1822 and he died in 1891. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. That is a grave worthy of a baronet and a knight. It's very well kept, marble. It's lovely. You don't see graves quite as impressive as that, and in that condition in this area too often. Unusual cross here with a wreath carved. So you can see where the flint's been repaired over the years and maintained. We've got a flint cut in here as a cross. That's rather nice. All this has been repaired over the years. Here, yeah, in the brick. Now I would have thought that was Victorian, but yeah, it was bricked in. Nice porch. Church is open. Hello. We've got a ceiling which is plastered. In fact, it's only wood in the end ceiling, and in the newer part it was Victorian, but the older part of the church has been plastered over. We've got 2 stained glass windows this side, and they are nice. They are lovely. This one is similar to ones we've seen before, but it's a lovely one. The 4 little lights at the top, 2 at the side, at the bottom. So we've got a lovely view here of the church, grand view actually, and you can see straight across to the organ, where some chaps are working away, repairing it. We'll find out. Some memorials here. This has got a luxurious carpet with diamonds. More memorials there.
Sir William Gilstrap, Baronet, his wife, Elizabeth.
That's the chappie that's buried outside. So this is a memorial to the chap that's outside. So he not only got this most luxurious grave outside in the churchyard, he got a big memorial in the church. Obviously somebody very important. We should research him really. 2 doors there. One is a fire exit. We're not certain on the other. We've got 3 stained glass windows in this area. A big one at the end. Delightful ones here. Oh, we've got an area here where the Sunday school perhaps meets. The pews are not as old as many of the village churches. Little doors here. That's nice. The font is lower here, but it has got a big brass as a top. I shouldn't say it but it looks rather like a coffee pot. Oh, we've got a boiler here. So there is some heating in this church. Right, so we're working on an organ.
Yep.
Amazing. What are you actually doing to this?
It's having an overhaul. And the pneumatics and the pedal organ isn't working very well, so we're overhauling that
Right.
specifically.
Fortunate meeting you here, because I've seen a number of these in some of the churches, similar ones. And I always wondered what age they were. So what would it? What sort of?
Well, it's difficult to say precisely, but I think it's either early Edwardian or very late Victorian.
Right. Yeah, Edwardian was what I kind of guessed from the.
Yeah.
I thought from the woodwork.
But it wasn't. This came from a Methodist church in Lincoln, we think.
Oh, right.
We think, but we're not sure yet.
And the pipes, are they part of it, or are they there for decoration?
No, they all work.
Oh, they do work.
We just haven't taken them out yet. Yeah.
All right. But they do work. I mean, they're actually
work,
pipes,
yeah.
yeah. I just wondered if they were sort of decoration.
No, some are decoration.
Yeah, because
but
that's what
yes, a lot are, but these
Yeah,
aren't.
these are
work.
real, right.
Yeah, it has them all around the side and they all work as well.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's amazing. Do they still make them like this now?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you repair them all the time?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a good job then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
lovely.
Oh, well. still make these are the most expensive to manufacture, the mechanical ones.
Right.
Because of the intricacy of the amount of work involved.
Do they still make mechanical ones?
Yeah.
Really? And where, I daren't ask you, they made in England?
Yes.
Oh, thank God for that. I'm feeling better
No,
now.
it's still made in England, yeah.
Oh, good.
But this is a classic English organ.
What's the maker of that?
It's a company called Nelson of Durham made
Oh,
this. This is quite a rarity this far
Is it?
south, actually.
Oh.
Because Nelsons didn't normally come.
Oh, so there are more than one company making them?
Oh, there were dozens of companies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dozens.
God.
If you go onto the National Pipe Organ Register,
Yeah.
you can. There's a chunk of it just devoted to manufacture and makers, and there's lists and lists. It was a massive business.
Really?
Absolutely.
I'm amazed. I wouldn't have...
It was absolutely
Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
They were making hundreds a week.
Where were they?
In fact, Norman and Beard, who were the biggest company around here, who were based in Norwich, at their peak, they had 300 men and probably 600 apprentices working.
That's
Flat out.
amazing.
And they were producing 2 organs a day. That's how fast it was.
That's amazing.
Coming out the door. And they were going all over the world.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's all mechanical. It's all very simple stuff. One lever pulls another rod. And
Right.
if you want to go upstairs and have a look, you're quite welcome.
Where's that, up there?
One you don't
Can
see
I?
the big one.
Can I can walk on the walkway, yeah?
The big fat one, yeah.
Yeah.
Not the thin one.
This one, yeah?
That's it, yeah.
Okay.
Go straight up. The way they operate is that when you pull the knob, there's a bar of wood under here with corresponding holes to the top. And when you put it that way, they exactly match up. And when
Right.
you push it off, they all close off. And that way you can get separate stops working. So each set of pipes has this bar going that way. And it's very simple, but
Yeah,
very,
well,
very
yeah,
efficient.
when you know what
very
you're talking...
efficient.
Yeah. It's simple when you know what you're talking about, yeah.
And then these ones with all the tubes go onto these motors, which is where the problem is, because if you see the leather has perished there, see that hole?
Oh, yeah.
So this has all got to be replaced. And what this does, this is pressurised from here.
Oh, so when they're...
This contains air.
Yeah.
So when you press the key, there's a little valve and it opens on the corresponding hole.
Yeah.
And the air flies up, but it goes up this tube along here to here, blows that up, which then
Right.
opens a valve here, which then goes along a channel to there,
Right.
which makes that work.
Yeah.
And these are all linked together on the front.
So the pumping up of the air is he's doing with his feet when he's...
No,
No?
it's done by a blower.
Oh.
Underneath you in that big box, there's a big fan.
Oh, I
in
see.
there.
Oh, so that's...
There's a big fan in there.
Is that electrical then?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that fills up the reservoirs. There's 2 reservoirs.
Yeah.
And they blow up, and then they have set pressure with weights on to give it the pressure, which on this
Right.
is 3 inches over water, and then the whole system is pressurised, and then once you press the valves and pull the stops out, so you get the different sounds. And very simple but very effective.
And you do churches and possibly
churches.
dance halls.
We do churches all
This-
over Cambridge, for instance, there's one in every college, if not 2 or 3, some of them.
I'm trying...
These are the reservoirs. With the weights on. There's
They're the
one there,
reservoirs,
and there's
right.
One up there.
All right, so... and it's all electric, so... It's
No,
electric.
it's all air driven.
Yeah, but...
The motor is electric.
Yeah,
which then
yeah, that's what I mean. Sorry,
so
yeah,
then it
that's
pumps
what I
the
mean.
air into those, and
Right,
they come up.
yeah, yeah.
Just like a bellows,
Yeah,
and they sit
right.
and float,
Right.
which gives you a reservoir of air.
Oh, it's amazing. And I'm so pleased it was made in England. Thank you.
Hey, very well.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's kind of you. Cheers. Good luck. Little alcove. Well, that's an interesting church and an interesting visit where we were fortunate enough to meet 2 amazing guys who are repairing the organ. I just, quite amazing. Really, really fantastic. I would never have thought that there were so many organs produced, and that these guys were going around repairing them all the time. You just don't think about it. Oh, the skill and that people have, and the knowledge they have. What a lovely day, a lovely church. And all these people that are buried here. At least they don't know it, but maybe they do. They've got all the peace of this churchyard without all the stress and problems of the world that we know. Oh, we've got Simon, unforgettable. I think we'll just sit for a second on the bench.
In memory of Simon Anthony Vance, 1979 to 2003, a true gentleman greatly missed.
Now that's peaceful, isn't it? This has been a good visit.